I'm gonna filter the makeup launches so you don't waste your money. In today's video, I'm going to talk about products that have been launched in the past few weeks, few months maybe, such as the new Lip Lacquer, House Labs, not a new product, but new product on my channel, Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation, the new one, the new blush. I've got a couple of highlighters for you. The blushes from Violette, I know that you guys are excited to see them. I've also tried the new Highlight Milk from Rhode and the new Merit Mascara and the new... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to tell you about every single product that I've mentioned. So yeah, not only that you'll have my honest thoughts, as always, about all of these products, but I'm going to show you how they work, who they're for, and if they're worth your money. I'm Andreea Ali. I'm a celebrity makeup artist based in Paris, and here is where beauty meets taste, technique, and everything generally exceptional. This is the new Rhode Highlight Milk, and this is a multi-purpose luminizer. As you guys know, I love the Glazing milk, and I find that this is a very similar version of the Glazing milk from Rhode, except that this one has pearls in it, so it's going to brighten the whole complexion. You gotta shake it really well before you apply it. Just a few drops, like so. This is so nice to be applied all over the skin because it doesn't have crazy amount of shine. I mean, if I show you my palms, you're gonna be like, are you sure? Once you apply it on the face, I find that it's so nice. It's not a gel texture, but it's definitely not sticky. So it doesn't stay dewy and tacky on the skin. Yeah, I mean, my palms say otherwise, but I promise you, look how beautiful this is on the skin. I've already applied my eyebrow product, and it's Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Archibrow. Always just brush my eyebrows down, I fill them in, and then I brush them up again. And then I apply a little bit of eyebrow gel if I feel like I need to. Let's apply a little bit of eyebrow gel now. This is the Brow Freeze Gel, also from Anastasia. Always better to start your makeup with the eyebrows because they will last so much better, especially in the heat. I don't think I've tried the new Double Wear in front of the camera. The reality is, I could never find my perfect shade with Estée Lauder. I'm somewhere in between shades. So I have 2N2, which is buff, the color that I've used in, I don't know, I was in college, and 2C1. Now this on its own, it's definitely way too dark for me. So I think I'm going to mix it with a little bit of 2C1, which is pure beige. 2N2, it's very yellow. It's too yellow. The pigment in this foundation is so strong. So I don't want to make any mistakes because I am going to an event right afterwards. So I'm going to mix a little bit, just a touch of this other shade. Now together, it's like when two become one. Perfect, right? And I'm going to use this Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Face brush, which reminds me that I don't think I've ever tried the Yummy Face foundation with you guys, did I? That should be my next, because I love the Yummy Face foundation. That balm from Danessa Myricks, and a few years ago I added those in my makeup kit. Estée Lauder, I have to admit, this is the one foundation that I have never had in my makeup kit. Either my skin has changed, which I know it did, or this foundation improved a lot. Because I remember I used to love this foundation when I was in college, but whenever I would wear it, people would be like, oh my god, you're wearing so much makeup. Which I was wearing a lot more makeup than I am right now. And I had really bad acne, so you know, any imperfections on the skin makes any foundation look even worse, unfortunately. In case there are people that do not know this foundation, this is a very long lasting foundation, kind of like nail polish for your face. Wherever you apply this foundation, it will not budge. Let me tell you that. And some people have been using this foundation for years. It's like kind of like they're tried and true. And some people have never tried it. Like, this is the type of foundation that you either love it or you're just like, absolutely not. And this foundation, for those of you again that don't know, will oxidize, meaning that it will slightly turn darker after you apply it, and especially on oilier skin tones. If you used to apply double wear from Estée Lauder, if it used to be heavier on you, I dare you to try this new version, because this is really pretty. In my opinion, this is better than the old version. And what I like about this foundation is the longevity. Now, this is well known in the industry that wherever you apply it, it will not budge. This is not new on the market, but I feel like I haven't used this in a while, and I've recently started to use it again, and I was like, why did I even stop? This is a light reflecting eye brightener from NARS, and I'm using the shade Night Swan. The way I like to apply this on the back of my hand, this is not like your typical concealer. It has definitely a lot more brightness than your regular concealer, and you want to apply it either before the concealer or on top of it. I take a tiny sponge. This one is from Refer, I think. And I'm just gonna get it under the eyes, and then I'm going to apply the concealer. Now I'm using the Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer. Now you're probably wondering, like, how come you're using a beauty blender? Guys, sometimes when I don't have clean brushes, or I'm just like a little bit lazy, I will use a beauty blender or a beauty sponge, not necessarily a beauty blender. And the truth is, when you use a brush like this, unless you have really good skills, it could leave marks under your eyes because the area is just so fine. The skin is just so thin. The older you get, the thinner it is. So the perfect way actually to apply your concealer would be with this, because it's just so intuitive, it's so easy, you can't mess it up, and you can do multiple steps with one sponge. I feel like it has less popularity right now, the sponges. Then I take the brush that I've applied the foundation with and just go over the edges, just to marry the concealer and the foundation together. I'm gonna apply a little bit more in the inner corner. With the brightening product underneath, I find that it really makes a difference because it has a little bit of that color correcting in it. So I really love the way it brightens under eyes. I think everybody is waiting to see these blushes. These are the new Plume blush from Violette Fer, and I have all of the shades. This is a Rose Fumé. Beautiful. This is En Feu, on fire. Oh, gorgeous. Then we have Latte Praliné. Sorry, it's a Latte Praline. Oh, I love this shade. Ambre Rouge Fumé. And the last one is Souvenir de Volubilis. Souvenir de Volubili. Volubili. That's where my French is at. Oh, what a great color. These are all so beautiful, and I love that they're so distinctive one from each other. You know, a lot of times when it comes to the blush, brands do very similar colors, like different shades of pink. I love that this is, 5 shades, but you have so many good ones and it suits a lot of skin tones. As Violette kind of is well known for her not crazy pigmented powders, although this made it look like it has a lot of pigment, they really don't. So I'm going to apply them on the face with the brush, the Kabuki brush that I was sent. And I think I'm going to do a mix between these two, because why not? So I'm going to start with the color that I think a lot of you will love, which is Rose Fumé, but also the red. Like, the red is so good. So you just take it with the Kabuki brush. Yeah. I've applied a little bit too much, so that's why I went on the other side. The color is so gorgeous. Now, some of you complain that this doesn't last and also that the eyeshadows do not last. Now, I'm not gonna lie. They also don't last like a great amount of time on me either, but I think it's because they don't have that much pigment. They don't have the typical saturation, so maybe that's why they don't last as much. So on that one, I will have to agree with you. They don't last very well. Where's my brush? It's right here. I just wanted to look for my foundation brush because after I apply blush, I like to go over the edges just to, you know, make sure that they're nicely blended. So yes, these don't last as much as other powders. I cannot tell you why, but it doesn't bother me reapplying because you could apply this on top of powders and it's totally fine. Now I'm gonna take a Refer 04 brush and apply a little bit of this Souvenir de Volubilis. I'm very scared about these shades on me because it could look like I have a bruise. Yeah, it looks like I have a bruise. That's okay. Not every shade is great on me, huh? I'm going to just get a little bit more of the Rose Fumé and maybe a pinch of the En Feu. Yes. Because I wanted slightly more saturated blush. And now there's that line right here, which we're going to take care of with the little blender. Now this is a really good brush if you have a bigger face, because if you have a small face like I do, I just find that it's a little bit, it touches the nose. I'm just not used with brushes as big as this. I've just changed the brush with something that is slightly smaller. And I got my blush in like this C shape, right? A little bit on the bridge of the nose. Now, as you know, Lisa Eldridge just launched a collection inspired by Marilyn Monroe. And in the collection, there is a highlighter in 2 shades. I only have this, which is called High Key Light. It's a bit more bronzy. It has a lip liner and 2 different lipsticks. Now, I only got 1 lipstick and the lip liner in the shade Ribbon. There were only 3 products, and I like to talk about multiple products when I do a long format video. However, a lot of you asked me about this highlighter and if it has anything to do with the Westman Atelier, the one that I love to use, that honestly I keep it at home because I use it every day for my personal makeup. This is what the highlighter looks like. It's a very wet highlighter. When you put it on the back of your hand or on your skin, it's not tacky, right? But it's never going to set. I have a few very similar ones. So now I'm going to show you what Westman Atelier looks like. Unfortunately, I only have Peau de Rosé in my studio, which I don't know how much you are able to tell. This is like a powder. It's more like a powder. Don't think you're able to tell. When you apply this and then you do this, there's 0 stickiness. It's like you're applying powder on your skin. However, I don't like the color from the Westman Atelier in Peau de Rosé. It has a little bit of glitter. It has some warmth in it. I would have loved it to be like pure pink. I'm also going to show you something that I have from Sarah Creel. So again, this is Lisa Eldridge. And this is Sarah Creel that I've recently got. Sarah Creel, similar, but you can tell even in the packaging. Do you see the shine of this? This is Lisa Eldridge. I would say Sarah Creel is in between the Westman Atelier and the Lisa Eldridge. When you touch it, it feels somewhere in between. So it's not all the way like a powder, but it's not as hydrating as the one from Lisa Eldridge, and it's very, very, very subtle. I don't know how much you're able to tell. So this is Lisa Eldridge. This one has a transparent base and it just has pearls in it. But this feels like a balm, powder balm. Very beautiful formula. Personally, for my taste and my needs, I prefer this formula, but I really like this color. I don't know why it's dark like that in the middle. I don't know why. It's weird. But the product, it's not at all like that. It's not black, look. It's just looking weird in the pan. So I just wanted to show you these highlighters because I got questions about it. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of the Sarah Creole highlighter. Just a little bit. To give it that balmy texture. Although I will have to say the whole point of the Violette Faire blushes is that powdery effect. So if you want to keep that powdery effect on your cheeks, you don't apply this on top. But I wanted to show you the highlighter. Yeah, it's so beautiful, this highlighter. But very subtle. So if you're looking for something that has a bit more punchiness to it, I wouldn't go with Sarah Creole. I will go with Victoria Beckham Beauty. I will go with Westman Atelier. It's super subtle. I'm going to apply some powder on because I don't like the way my skin shines on the T-zone. But just a little bit of powder. I wanted to give a big shout out to Hindash Cosmetics. Hindash, of course you know, he is a brilliant makeup artist. On top of being a brilliant makeup artist, he's a very, very kind person. And I've been using the color fluid in my makeup kit ever since they launched. These products were out of stock for a very long time. They're back and stronger than ever because now there are 2 new shades. So the first one is this beautiful, cool gray, which is called Concrete. The other one is called Sculpt. The color that I used the most from them was Carve. Sculpt is a very rich brown on me. Carve was more like a sculpt for my complexion. This is Carve, and you've seen me applying Carve so many times. This is such a fantastic color to apply on your eyelids, to apply to sculpt your nose. It's a great base for your eyeshadow. Now, because this is new, I kind of want to try it, although it might not go with the look that I have in mind. It's already dry. I wanted to take it with my... It's such a good product, guys. It's such a good product in terms of longevity, in terms of pigment. This is made in Italy, in one of the best manufacturers in the world. And he was so particular about this product. It comes in different shades. They're all matte, except only one that has a very glittery finish. What a fantastic topper. Can gray be a great color for summer? Of course. Depends on how you apply it. I'm gonna put it on the lower lash line. Now I love this eyeshadow palette from Dior, and I think it's going to look really good with this color on top of the gray. Because I like the combination between pink and gray in terms of like clothing. So for sure it's going to look great on the makeup. So took a Rephr 02 brush. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm not sure if the camera catches this, but this is so pretty. It's one of those eyeshadows that have different reflexes, but mostly pink. Now when I add the mascara, which is the new mascara from Merit. By the way, this is such a good mascara, guys. If you love a tubing mascara, it's so good. The way it holds the curl of the lash, love this. Little different. You know what? I really like this gray situation with the pink. It's very subtle, but I think the pink makes the eyes a lot brighter. In the contrast with the black mascara, I mean, this is exactly what I like. A little bit of color, but placed it right. Let's do the lips. Just with whatever I had left on the little sponge, I'm just gonna neutralize my lips because they were a little bit too pink. And I am so ready to use this. I don't think you're ready for this. This is the new House Labs Atomic Shake Lip Lacquer. This is like nail polish for your lips. I've never seen anything like it. This is the lightest shade they have. It's a barely there color, but what's really special about this is that once you apply it, it will not budge. The shine won't budge. Okay, I'm going to show you a different color. Look at this color. Do you see that it has a little bit of shine? Let it sit. I think this would work with the look. However, I'm tempted to apply this one. I also wanted to show you, I mean, I have all the shades, but these three are my favorite ones. Look at the red. Guys, imagine you applying a red that is shiny like that and that does not budge from your lips, and also that stays put. Get a few seconds, maybe like a minute. Are you ready? It does not move. Even with a makeup remover, I've just applied some micellar water. Do you see how much I have to, like, in order for the color to come off? This is so long lasting. Yes, we're gonna try it on directly on the lips. But first, lip liner. And this is Rhode Peptide Lip Shape, and it's in the shade Squeeze. I found that this particular shade is perfect for contouring the lips if you have light medium skin tone. Now I'm gonna get this one on. Has a little bit of color. At first, I'm sure when you saw it on the back of my hand, you were like, this is not much. But do you see that when you apply it on the lips, it has that baby blush pink? Now, I'm going to have to ask you to resist the urge of smacking your lips together when you apply this product. Please let it dry before you do that. Give me 1 second. I am blown away. I'm blown away because I'm not wearing gloss. This is like nail polish for your lips. Check this out. Guys, what kind of sorcery is this? The shine doesn't come from pearls. There are no pearls in this product. The best way I can describe this is a nail polish for your lips. This is so good. I kind of tend to not apply bronzer and blush anymore. I kind of like the idea of shaping my face with the blush only or the bronzer only, but this whole face, I feel like it needs a little bit of contrast. So I'm going to go with the new bronzer from Rhode. I'm using the shade Sunbed, and this is also the brush that they sell with the, I mean, not well separately, but guys, this is such a good brush. You know how I could describe this brush? Do you guys know my brush that I did in collaboration for Refer? Okay, that is a natural bristle brush. It is the perfect brush for powder. This is the equivalent of that brush, but for cream, because it's still kind of stiff. It holds its shape really well. You see, the bristles don't bend. But it's very airy. I love this shape. A lot. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer on my forehead. And on top of the blush. This is such a good color if you are light medium skin tone. If you're looking for something that is absolutely not red or orange at all. By the way, Very practical to have two sides on the brush. With one side you could apply the product, the other one can blend it. I love this look. I love this look so much. I love the way it turned out. I cannot wait to go out. Let me tell you that. That's what makeup does to me. Makes me want to go out and show this makeup to the world. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. As usual, everything I've mentioned is in the description down below, along with the shades. There will be products put on the screen because YouTube has this new feature where you can see everything I've mentioned. However, sometimes I cannot find every single product, and if it's not on this list that's going to open right here, then for sure you will have it in the description box. This beautiful top is from Khaite, and that's all. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.